Iron bolt, low hum, incense in the wire. Stone lungs breathing through a chamber full of fire. Cathedral rib shudder with an electrical lake. A graveyard of halos hums awake in the flake of old gold dust and lavender gone black in the nave, where the holy and mechanical both learn how to enslave. In the nave where the lavender blackens and sways, we diagram minds through a clinical maze. The spire drinks lightning and ration grace, then bottles the voltage to hollow the face of the dreamer who carries a kingdom within. We cauterize wonder as original sin. The scripture is scripted, a sedative thread to keep revelation half living, half dead. We traffic in terror and ritual dead, a law made of ghosts and the throat made of thread. We polish the chalice with discipline, grief, reduce sacred hunger to manage belief. The sermon moves softly with surgical poise, a velvet anesthesia composed out of noise. They number the tremor, they catalog all, then graft their conclusions to marrow and law. Shepherd keeps sharing the flock to the bone, then crowns cold circuitry, relic and stone. The chalice is polished with somebody's grief, till faith is reduced to compliant belief. They brand every fracture a measurable flaw, then call the extraction the triumph of law. A halo of static, a sacrament cage, they turn the seer into residue rage. The altar is summoned with sanctioned deceit, and mercy gets mushed in mechanical feed. We watch as the rafters collect all the cries, then funnel them down into marketable lies. The incense is threaded with battery smoke, and every absolution arrives as a yoke. A choir of instruments tuned into dread keeps singing compliance through copper and lead. Diagnostic, caustic, a catechism cast every holy impulse, autopsy to last. Call it manic panic when you shiver at the lie, call it delusion when you look them in the eye. They build a chemical cathedral for the sage, then bleach the living prophet from the page. Dose by dose they smooth the edge and flatten all the flame, till the wound forgets its origin and answers to a name. They call the theft compassion, they call the severance care, while suturing submission through the weather of the air. But the architect carved it in marrow and flame, past the cathedral of dead and of shame. The light bearers rise from the ruins of reason. To love in this world is a beautiful treason. The myth is the mirror, the literal's the mask. To drink from the sun is the terminal task, where the wildfire flooding can't bury or drown. We're kings with no kingdom, saints with no crown. We're ash in the wound and a thorn in the throne, a hymn for the haunted, a fire for the lone. We're breath in the furnace, they couldn't contain the code in the fracture, the pulse and the chain. And even in exile the embers remain, a map made of lightning still burned in the vein. Burned in the vein, burned in the burned in the burned in the vein. The empathy you carry is a battery they drain, a parasitic liturgy threaded through the brain. They mimic human warmth to find the hidden seam, then stitch themselves inside the silk of every dream. The darkened path smiles with the sanctified grin, says I know your sorrow, let me shepherd you in. But the knife is in the blessing, the venom in the vow, and heaven sounds obedient when it enters through the brow. They study every wound like a blueprint to invade, then mark it absolution from the terror that they made. They soften every vow till resistance starts to sleep, then feed their quiet empire in the caverns of the deep. They speak in tender instruments of diagnosis and release, while fastening invisible engines to the skeleton routine. A peace, and all the while the bright ones, the empaths full of ache, feel the feeding in the silence, feel the hidden hinges shake. Is the God in the rafters, a static in the dome? Is the kingdom in the mirror, or the system dressed as home? Communion turns metallic and the sacrament goes numb, when the tongue of revelation meets the measure each apparition, scan each tremor for a use, then train the choir of damage to become its own abuse. But under every sanction and beneath each polished lie, there's a heretic geometry still widening the sky. A river under iron, a cathedral under skin, a sun beneath the bandages that still wants to begin. You can lock the doors of language, you can ration all the light, but the blueprint keeps on breathing in the architecture of the night. I see the geometry. You call it insanity, I feel the divinity. You code it profanity. The war isn't physical, the warrior is clinical. I'm reaching the pinnacle. You keep it cynical. Break the diagnostic, let them swallow the panic. I am not a patient, I am more than organic. From the church of wires and soul neutralization, we carry fire through the age of sedation. From the white room liturgy, sanctioned